of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
As we welcome you inside legendary Adelaide Arena here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, game number 6 in the Mount St. Charles Holiday Face-Off Classic as the Mount St. Charles Mounties take on LaSalle College High School from the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, officially Winmore, PA. And it's going to be Mount with a little bit of a different look. Cale Schneider in net for the Mounties. The 35 of Aris Garangi for LaSalle, and we're down underway in the first period. Today's first period brought to you by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com, and by RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today. As that one goes back to the blue line, shepherded in by Ryan Warner. Warner got that slot across, and getting spun around was Thomas Doucette. In the corner, peeled away. Slotted back to the neutral zone, a little bit past Max Rusov. The 23 of Luke Smolin will chase that one to the corner as it's moved back in and up into the netting off of the 16 of Braden Slack. Harrison Dumas to the circle as he'll take the face-off against Timothy Whittick. It's cycled all the way back down. 24, Julian Tarsi as he pushes that one. And back for Dumas. Dumas streaking pass comes across, looking for Braden Slack. Slack will get dumped into the corner. Bouncing back in the neutral zone, Nate Murray, as Murray sends that one deep. To Murray again and back in. Shepherded by Karangi to the side. Big hit at center ice as colliding with Declan Moran was the 11 of James Carpenter. Moran, as he tried to get in the way, stop behind Schneider, score as it got picked up on the back side. Schneider made the save, and cutting around was Galato to get the goal. Evan Galato from Grant LaGreca. And it's 1-0 for LaSalle. Not even 2 minutes into this first period. Cuts around the backside for Connor Souza. Right back out in front, and an opportunity again. Shot, score! And this time it's 19-18 times 2. Galato from LaGreca again. I believe they gave an assist to Ryan Desmond on that as well. Hard shot that came from the 17 of Murray. That one blocker padded aside. Comes all the way back for Tyler Carroll. Carroll across for Rusov. That one goes down. Picked up on the backside boards by Warner. Warner will loop this one around as he looks for Monzo. Max Monzo pushed that one forward. On the back doorstep, an opportunity there for Charlie Kennedy. Flicked up by Conforti across. Kept to the blue line by Warner as this one's going to scoot all the way down. Doucette will pick it back up. Conforti as he goes forward for Carvalho. Carvalho winds fire, scores. Dean Carvalho pots that one. And we're 3 minutes into the game. 3 goals scored by LaSalle, and that's it for Cale Schneider as Connor Murray will come in. That's bad. 3 goals in 3 minutes. So Cale Schneider's first appearance for Mount ends in 3 minutes, 3 goals. And Mount has a lot of work to do here in this first period of play and the 2 periods to come. Chase Hannon for Zarzicki on the opposite side, pinned in along the boards behind. This one pops in front of Murray, and Murray's going to have to kick that one away. Huh? Yeah, I caught it. I apologize for a little bit of signal hiccup there. Oh, the world of technology that we live in. Cycled back around to be picked up by the 12 of Colton Lawrence. For Tyler Carroll. Carroll fired one and a save made there by Karangi. And a whistle and a stoppage of play. As Mount finally gets a full shot. Back at center ice, Giordano. Murray makes a save. Face-off won by Mount as they cycle this one around, looking for the 24 of Michael Massey on the side. Massey tried to push that one forward for Lefebvre. Lefebvre still trying to push. Got shouldered down. No call from the referees. And we continue on. Battles along the sideboards. Picked up by Warner on the back side, and he gets that one forward to the blue line. Was looking there for Ryan Desmond. Dispossession by Bryce Baxter. Into the corner for LaGreca. Wraparound attempt kicked out by Murray and sent all the way down, and an icing call will come with it. .9:42 left to go here in a difficult first period for the Mounties. 3 goals in the first 3 minutes of play. Back into the neutral zone, and it's pushed back out once again. Looped around for Monzo. Comes back for Kennedy. Picked up this time by Dumas for Mountain. Fired in. And a whistle and a stoppage of play as it's pinned to the ice by Karangi. Hard shot on the draw play. As Lombardi trying to get into the mix there for Mount. Breakaway pass headed the other way. Behind the back and getting spun off was Chase Hannon into the boards. Great defensive play from Connor Souza. As Murray holds that one behind the net. Souza taps forward, looking for Colton Lawrence. Will come back again. As Murray shepherds this one off of the sideboards from the 19 of Jack Potter. And that's going to get dumped back down in by Nate Murray. Michael Zarzicki has a huge collision along the sideboards, and down is the 10 of Declan Kelly. He's going to get up. As Dumas ends up going over top of Kelly. Loops back around. Carroll pushing it in. Dumas in front. Harrison Dumas trying to spin backwards on this one, and it slides through. And a save made by Karangi. Face off won by the Mounties, trying to see if they can gain strong offensive zone possession. This one poke checks back into the neutral zone and then continue to be poke checked by Carpenter. Carpenter around the backside. Still holding with it. Slots right in front, and a missed opportunity there is Julian Tarsi. Was trying to go for it, so too was Timothy Whittick. Back in the neutral zone, picked up by Carroll. Carroll brings that one across for Nate Murray as he dumps down. Mount goes for a line change again. Bouncing puck by Souza for Quinn. Off the boards again for Giordano. And it'll bounce back across. Owen Quinn for LaSalle as he tries to work that one up the sideboards. Can be got to by Luke Smolin. Trying to wrap around his Lefebvre, and that one knocks off of his stick. Souza picks it up, comes back across once again. Delayed penalty as Murray's out of his net, waiting for LaSalle to touch this one. Continued along by Tyler Carroll. Hard shot that comes from Lefebvre, and we're finally going to get the whistle, the stoppage of play. And a penalty coming. Grant LaGreca is going to get called 2 minutes for hooking. They're going to reset the clock to 6:25. And then put the penalty in. So a 2-minute minor for hooking. And a hard shot that has to get pulled down. Karangi had to yank that one out of midair. Lombardi to the circle. Takes the face off. Back for Smolin. Cross to Lombardi. Lombardi fires, and that one off the edge of the post. Still a loose puck, and now they're going to whistle it dead. And Lefebvre is on the floor again. That's twice now we've had plays, and Logan Lefebvre has been sitting on the ice after it. Smolin for Lombari. Cross for Lawrence. Slots back to Lombari again, right in front, and Connor Souza right there. Lombari back to Lawrence up top. They go in the corner. Smolin on the opposite side. Knuckle puck. And it drops down in front of Karangi. Five and change left to go here. And the period, 1:20 still remaining on the advantage. And a mountain to climb for the Mounties. After surrendering 3 goals in the first 3 minutes of the game. Lombari loops that one around for Lefebvre. Souza. Dispossessed, and this one's going to go all the way down. Murray will shepherd it. Smolin gets dispossessed by Desmond. Looking for Carpenter, but instead it gets forward. Slack. As Braden Slack cycles back around, looking across Dumas, right in front. There's an opportunity. Still loose puck, still loose. Not whistled dead yet. And it's going to end up off of the post, and now they're going to whistle it as the net's off of its mooring. And we may get a penalty. Penalty shot. He closed it. They're going to say he closed. So they're talking about the 5 of Matt Giordano. They closed his hand on the puck and turned it into the goaltender's legs. Can't do that, and it's going to be a penalty shot for the Mounties. And it's Harrison Dumas. Dumas picks this one up at center ice. He's going to go wide to the side. Comes right down the center. Shot! And it's kick saved by Karangi. Kept back in on the far side by Carroll. Off of Dumas' stick. Carroll in a foot race with Hannon. Carroll gets there first. Bumped into the board by Hannon, but holds control of the puck as it comes back up for Slack. Drops for Murray. Carroll, Dumas, Murray. Tried to peel it back. May have gotten bumped on his stick by the 23 of Ryan Warner. This one is going to end up off the boot of Carvalho and into neutral ice. Carvalho right in front, and an opportunity there for Zarzicki, goes wide. 3 and change left to go here in the first. Warner, as it's held now by Giordano. Deflects off the sideboards, comes all the way down. It overlaps. Murray's going to snag that one out of midair off the shot from Carpenter. Flicked shot up over top. Came from the 4 of Whittick. Carpenter wraps around. Down on the play is Tarsi. They say loose puck as he tied up. with the 14 of Max Rusov. Rusov off the sideboards, gets that one all the way out into the neutral zone, kept there by Cameron Ross and then dumped back in. Souza. Forward play for Lawrence. Lawrence and Lombari overlap as Lombari goes to the bench. Smolin will chase this one down to the corner. Turns backwards past Souza and then past the 14 of Rusov before he gets spun back into the zone by LaGreca and Galato. Lawrence as he flicks it up back in the neutral zone over top of Giordano, and a chase for Smolin, and he tried to send that one back, but Lefebvre couldn't get there. 2:20 left to go here in the first. For all intent and purpose, it was a bad first 3 minutes for Mount. It's been a better last 12. They're just going to need to find something that's going to break the bank and open this game up for them. It happened in the span of 10 seconds last night in the third period. They trailed 2-1. All of a sudden, the game became 3-2. It didn't hold water, though, as they ended up dropping that one 6-3. And St. Joe's finds themselves playing Fairfield Prep tonight in the 8 o'clock game. Bishop Garrett and Fairfield Co-op to come up following this game at 6 p.m. We'll close the day with that St. Joe's Fairfield Prep game at 8 before we play the final 4 games tomorrow. Looping around. As it's sent in by Tyler Carroll. Back corner for Braden Slack. And it's carried out of the zone here by Hannon. Chase Hannon as he tries to wrap around the backside of Murray. Pinned to the backside boards for a second. Dumas tries to come over. Puck trying to get slotted right in the center as Murray's going to kick that one away on the attempt that came from Ryan Warner. Final 30 seconds to go in the period as Dumas drops one off. And Greg Pyatt will have his shot stopped by Karangi. And Pyatt may have gotten shook up on the play as he went right off the ice, off the bench, down the tunnelway, and the trainer followed him. Smolin. Backside boards is moved along by Doucette. Wraps that one for Ryan Warner. It'll be pushed along by Desmond. Souza will chase this one all the way down and will hit zeros, and the horn will sound, and we end the first period of play. 3 goals in the first 3 minutes. Finds Mount trailing 3-0 after 1.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
Off the post, score!
First right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across.
As we're back and underway in the second period of play, thanks for joining us here on Fans Only Sports Network. 3-0 LaSalle over Mount St. Charles. Three goals committed in the first 3 minutes of the period. Mount was able to close things down after that as they switched goaltenders for Connor Murray. Carvalho along the backside boards. Bumped off of the play and it's brought all the way down, and then icing and a stoppage of play.
And they're going to live stream to their website. What am I doing now?
Face off, that's one. And sent around the backside boards. Whittick looking for a space. That one goes up into the stands, and we'll get a stoppage of play and a face off to come. And a save by Murray. Tracked all the way down. Karangi will hold that one. And a stoppage of play with 12-12 remaining.
Switching between periods. Probably fine.
Dumas. Side for Slack. Got forward for Lefebvre. Harrison Dumas in the corner, and he gets run out of the play. Warner tries to cycle that one around. Dumas picked it up in the opposite side corner, ran into the linesman, and then getting bumped from behind was Logan Lefebvre. Shot through Karangi, kicked that one aside. Came back for Braden Slack. Top of the blue line for Tyler Carroll. This one gets brought all the way back down, picked up once again as it moves out. Braden Slack through the neutral zone, dumped all the way down. Scooped back up by Ross. Back once again, delayed penalty for cross-checking. And into the box goes Cameron Ross, and it's a 2-minute power play. For the Mounties. Warner. As he got that one free, sent all the way back down. Luke Smolin as he picks it up. That was a battle of 23 against 23 for a moment. Lefebvre trying to get that one forward. Cannot. It's going to come all the way down. Murray's going to shepherd that. Picked up by Smolin. Smolin loops this one around again. On the opposite side, streaking through is Lawrence. Lawrence drops that one across on the sideboards. High shot. Karangi got a piece of that one as it came from Connor Souza. 10 left to go here in the second period. 1:05 remaining on the advantage. Murray draws back out. They're going to say good goal. Lefebvre went to slide back, and Dean Carvalho. They say it's a good goal, and it's 4-0. A shorty for Carvalho.
I've never seen Malcolm this much.
Tyler Carroll chases that one all the way down. Connor Murray shepherds it. Moved across for Braden Slack. Slack down into the corner. Back out in front. Karangi shepherded that one aside. Max Rusov was standing right there on the doorstep. Dumas will pick this one up off of the back side of the body of Zarzicki as it bounced down, and an opportunity for Rusev to try to pick that one up back in the zone, and all Mount can do is dump it. LaGreca continues as he battles with Carroll. So too does the 17 of Carvalho. Doucette back up at the point. Can't keep that one inside the blue line. Delayed offsides. Negated as LaSalle exits the zone and Mount touches. Comes all the way back. Open ice opportunity. 2-on-1. Now 3-on-2. And an errant pass allows for Logan Lefebvre to get that one. Comes all the way back for Lombari. Souza. Lombari again, and then back to Souza. Lost twig belongs to the 17 of Dean Carvalho. Dumped off the sideboards, comes all the way down. Icing, stoppage of play.
FansOnlySports.com. FansOnlySports.com.
Picked back up by James Carpenter. Carpenter off of Murray and a save made. Seven and a half left to go here in the second. Long distance shot that came off of the 23 of Warner. Hit traffic and it's carried back out by Carroll. Tyler Carroll, drop play, looking there for the 14 of Rusev, and he's run off of it. James Carpenter, along with the 23 of Ryan Warner, and Murray has to stretch out to stop that one. Dumas tried to win the faceoff, was able to get it in the corner for Nate Murray, wrapped around as it's picked by Rusev off of the blue line. Dispossessed of that one, carried back in, slot pass off of the back side of the net as that one went across for the 19 of Galato to the 9 of Chase Hannon. Carroll for Rusev, and it slides down into the corner. Mount goes for a line change. 6.5 left to go here in the second. Tapped through the neutral zone. That one's picked back up once again and dumped all the way down. Deflection off of the play. No icing called. For Quinn. And a stoppage of play. Offside. Tracked back in the neutral zone, Dean Carvalho. Carvalho slid one across, looking there for Doucette, and kick save made by Murray. Zorzicki wrapped back around for Doucette. Cross pass shot, and that one may have gotten a piece of Murray's leg pad and went flying up into the net on the attempt that came from LaGreca and Carvalho. Excuse me. Game number 2 on the day, game number 6 in the last 2 days. Still 2 more to go today, 4 more to go tomorrow. And now I know how the NHL broadcasters in the bubble felt a couple of years ago. This is a battle trying to do 12 games in 3 days, but we are going to make our way through this because it is important to us and important to all of you to make sure we bring this out into all the LaSalle College High School families watching back in Pennsylvania. Happy wishes to all of those in the Keystone State, including my parents who still live in the Delaware County area. I myself grew up in that area. And it was fun looking at the LaSalle College roster and reading the names of all the hometowns, and so many hometowns that are so familiar to me. Big hit along the side boards won't cause a penalty, as Declan Kelly is going to go to the box. 2 minutes. Two minutes for roughing will be the call. Oh, 10 seconds into the advantage. And Mount struggling to find possession as that one comes all the way down. Murray has to make a save and he just holds on instead. Skates all the way down. Murray. 54 seconds left to go here in the advantage, as it'll be picked up by Braden Slack. And a whistle and a stoppage of play as 2 players colliding, and on top of all things being, and we're going to see, is there a penalty going to get called on this one? James Carpenter is going to go to the box. And they're going to call coincidentals. So Smolin's going to get called for holding. Carpenter gets called for roughing in 5-on-4. The existing 44 seconds goes in the power play. Dumas around the back sideboards. It will come all the way down to be picked up by Tyler Carroll. 24 seconds remaining in the advantage. As this one comes out to the blue line, pulled aside once again, and craftfully tried to be carried through the zone from the 16 of Braden Slack. Back for Carroll. Hard shot and a save made by Karangi. Initial penalty expired. Coincidental still stand with 1:55 left to go here in the second. We'll get the longer intermission after this period as they'll resurface the ice before we start the third period of play. Still 2 games left to go on the schedule. Fairfield Co-op against Bishop Garreton, and then Fairfield Prep will play against St. Joe's, New York, as Murray makes a hard save there. Giordano into the corner. Galato shot score. And it's 5-0. Evan Galato gets the goal. Ryan Desmond the assist. Chase Hannon the assist. There is absolutely nothing that can be said. For those of us who have been around Rhode Island hockey enough, and this is my 3rd season, this is just awkward. That's about the word for it. Comes off of the glass, goes back down. Pushed along by Souza. Declan Kelly fired up over top of Murray. Lawrence will chase this one. Behind the net, Lawrence bumped and dispossessed by Zarzicki, and this will come back through to center. Final 20 seconds to go in the period. Dumas. Harrison Dumas fired one. Karangi had to make 2 saves on that one. Dumas still trying to cycle with it. Comes back to the point. Fired hard by Murray. And that one will end it all. Through 2 periods of play, LaSalle College High School 5, Mount 0. We'll take the commercial break as they resurface the ice. I'll be back for the 3rd period of play. You're watching the Mount St. Charles Holiday Classic on Fans Sports Network.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no! Rebound! Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fire.
Third period about to get underway. 5-0 Mount. 5-0 LaSalle as Mount trails. 3 goals in the first 3 minutes of the period. LaSalle cycles this one back around. High shot up over top. Murray scrambled out for that one. Coming back across it, I think got a piece of a hand on it, was Smolin. Shot, score. Ended up back around on the stick of Evan Galato. And it's a 6-pack of goals. And this one is wrapped, has a bow on it, and is put under the tree. For the 18 of Grant LaGreca, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. Too many men on the ice for LaSalle. It's going to give Mount a power play. As into the box goes the 17 of Carvalho. Kept in on the opposite side by Smolin for Lombari. Tapped back for Giordano. And down for Murray. Bishop Garrett Fairfield Co-op coming up 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Fairfield Prep St. Joe's, New York coming up 8 p.m. Eastern Time to close day 2. For all intent and purposes, unless we see an amazing 6 goals in the next 12 and a half minutes, Mount will play Austin Prep tomorrow. Or my apologies, check that. Mount will play DeMatha Catholic tomorrow. LaSalle will play Austin Prep. Lefebvre As he carries back through the zone, hard shot. That one goes wide. Harrison Dumas is going to pick this one up on the backside. Comes back out for Carroll up top. Sat right in front. An opportunity for Nate Murray. Couldn't get it to go. Carroll off the sideboards for Dumas at the blue line. Only swept all the way down by Warner. Shepherded by Murray. Carroll behind the net for Dumas. Dumas slots that one all the way up forward for Murray. And it's going to come all the way back down again. Connor Murray. And chasing that one into the back corner was LaGreca. Carroll comes out with it. LaGreca, I think, wanted a penalty. Didn't get anything called. Slot pass right back out in front from Desmond. As Desmond then goes and chases this one down on the opposite side. Delayed offsides, negated with LaSalle touching the puck. Galato flicks one along the side glass. LaGreca. Lombardi gets dumped down. And no call from the referees as they continue to tussle with each other. Lombardi and Desmond. Push from behind as the puck squirts back out for Quinn at the blue line. Across the mouth of the goal from the 9 of Chase Hannon. Ten and change left to go here in the third. LaSalle has just had their way of ability to score goals. Karangi will shepherd this one back for Quinn. Carried by Kennedy. Pops behind the net. Nate Murray. This one will go all the way down, and an icing will be called. Murray blocks that one down. And it will go again all the way down in an icing. Face-off won by Lefebvre. Carries that through the neutral zone. Lefebvre up over top. Slides across. Mount has been on the doorstep so many times throughout the first periods of play, and it just hasn't clicked through. And we thought during the third period last night we maybe saw a break coming. 2 goals in 10 seconds at the beginning of the third period last night. And it just didn't seem to stay. And this Mounties team has a lot to discuss, a lot to figure out before the second half of the season to come after the New Year's break. As this one's going to go down for an icing on LaSalle. Carroll, Karangi holds that one for a save. Carroll again, and Karangi holds that one for a save. Mount trying to work the draw play off of the faceoff. So Harrison Dumas goes back to the circle again against Zarzecki. Carroll, that time, had traffic in front of him, does not get it through. They'll loop it around for Dumas on the opposite side. Dumas. Run off of the play there by Carvalho. Carvalho backtracks around. Back for Carroll at the neutral zone. Has to be careful here. Is tracking through Zarzecki. Backhanded attempt, and Dumas and Carroll got in the way, and now Murray will go ahead and snare that one and pin it to the ice. 8-10 separating us from the end of this one. And a perhaps longer break until we reach the 6 o'clock game, because it's only 5:15. We'll certainly take it, and I'm sure the crew is happy. Joey Tarsi. Wrapped around by Lombari. Upended penalty is going to get called, is getting tripped down was Michael Massey. And LaSalle is going to go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. As Owen Quinn will take a seat. Smolin for Lombari as he works with Souza. Around the backside for Colton Lawrence. Lawrence will pick that one up. Lawrence and Lefebvre as Smolin tries to tap that one down, headed the other way, one-on-one. And somehow getting back to make a defensive stop was Lombari as James Carpenter was on his way against Connor Murray. 1:21 left to go in the advantage as we cross underneath 7 to go here in the third period. Off of the blue line area and back down. Chasing it will be Smolin. He's getting chased by Monzo. Monzo and Smolin collide with each other. Line change for Mount. As the puck came free for Max Monzo, tried to slot that one across, had to chase Hannon in the zone with him. Slot, shot. And that one went just up over top as it may have gotten a piece of the glove of Karangi. Carroll. Dropped for a moment from Murray, dispossessed from him as it's moved by Hannon. Connor Murray came all the way out to get that one, pushes it forward for Rusov. Rusov spins and he's dispossessed. Open ice pass for Hannon. And smartly getting back was Braden Slack to stop that play. 12 seconds remaining in the advantage. 5 and change left to go here in the third. As Doucette dumps this one in off of the Zamboni doors. Carroll. Back behind him for Slack. Penalty expired. We're 5 aside. Off of the skates of Lawrence. Held by Lombari. Delayed off sides. On the wraparound will be negated as LaSalle will touch this one. Carried forward by Warner. Will be picked up and sent back across for Galato. Rink wide pass as it landed onto the stick of Ryan Desmond. Delayed off sides. Negated is out of the zone. The puck will go. Horseshoed around and picked up by Carroll. Carroll streaking down the sideboards near to the Mount bench. As that one will get dumped down and around. Whistle and a stoppage of play as there's collisions galore in front of the Mount bench. Lefebvre is on the ice, and LaSalle's going to get called unsportsmanlike conduct on Chase Hannon. So Hannon, a 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct, and 4:40 left to go here. We'll put them in the box. Lawrence. Smolin. Colton Lawrence. And a save made from Karangi. All the way around. Souza, Lefebvre. Off the backside boards. As it's kicked back down into the corner once again, and then this gets looped all the way down the ice. Deflection play. And a penalty coming. It's a delayed penalty on LaSalle, so this is going to be 5-on-3 whenever they do touch the puck, as they do, and there's 1:03 on the initial. Two-minute penalty for interference to Carvalho. And 3:44 left to go, and the best opportunity Mount could possibly have to at least get something on the board.
They had a 5-minute major yesterday and didn't score.
So 5-on-3 for 56 seconds. Carroll. Souza, as he carries that one into the zone, drops back for Carroll, fires one through, yes! They got it in the line! Tyler Carroll's going to get credited for a goal. The bagel no longer exists. Mount has at least one on the board.
Did they just get another penalty called? He's in for the rest of the game.
And in the midst of all that, afterwards, Chase Hannon got a misconduct penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then a game misconduct assessed after he was talking back to the referee in the process of all that. So the goal stands from Tyler Carroll. It's going to be 5-on-3. Now for 1:39. Dumas. Carroll. Braden Slack. Back for Tyler Carroll again. Harrison Dumas in the corner. Karangi makes the save. I don't know if Mount can score 5 goals in 3 minutes. Tyler Carroll. Harrison Dumas had to come back to get that one. It went a little bit past him. Dumas slots across. Hard shot from Slack. That went high and wide. Round the backside is Connor Souza is going to pick that one up. 52 seconds remaining of 5-on-3. Through as it continues to kick around, and Karangi just pins that one to the ice. As Bryce Baxter right on the doorstep. Picked back up and moved along. Lefebvre behind the boards. Popped up into the netting. We get a stoppage of play again. And we'll go back from whence we came. Swollen. Lawrence. Lombari. Back for Smolin. Cross for Lawrence again. Lombari. Wines fires. That one hit traffic. And all the way down as it's sent by Giordano. Final minute and change left to go here in the third period. To be picked up and carried forward. Connor Souza trying to get involved in the play. Instead comes back for Conforti. Matt Conforti gets run off of the play by Smolin. Puck down into the corner. Lefebvre. Cross stick to the head is definitely, as that was yelled out by someone, and you could see Lombari's head get shot backwards. And they're going to put... Wait, they're going to put... they're going to put Logan Lefebvre in the box? Antonio Lombari from Mount was the one who had his head snapped backwards. They put Logan Lefebvre, who's his teammate, into the box. Final minute to play here on a 6-1 scoreline. DeMatha Catholic lost in game 1. They dropped to 0-2. Mount is going to drop this game and go to 0-2. So if we understand the way things shake out, it should be Mount St. Charles versus DeMatha Catholic tomorrow at the 10 a.m. game. As Murray pins that one to the ice in a stoppage of play. Face-off won by Smolin. Smolin runs through Kelly. That one comes all the way down for Ross. Around the back side, and we'll get a whistle and one more stoppage to play on icing this time. The referee was in the right spot. I'm like waiting a while. Worked by Ross around the back side. Cameron Ross carries that one out of the zone. Ross still carrying with it, and then Ross runs into the backside of the 5 of Bryce Baxter. Hard shot. Murray snares that one out of the air. And it came from the 27 of Max Monzo. And this is going to be a puck drop and then a buzzer. 3, 2, 1, and that'll be it. 6-1 final. LaSalle over Mount St. Charles. Mount goes to 0-2 on the tournament. LaSalle to 1-1. And we will send both of these sides off to tomorrow. That does it for us here on Game 6 of the tournament. Game 2 on the day. We'll be back in about a half an hour time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Fairfield Co-op, Bishop Garrison, on the home of the Mount St. Charles Holiday Classic, Fans Only Sports Network.